Welcome dear students. I am Reena and I am your science teacher. Dear students, let's see some safety rules to prevent accidents.
Accidents can often be prevented. We feel very safe inside our homes. But there have been times when we have met with accidents at home. Have you ever been hurt at home? Yes, many of you may have gone through small accidents at home. Let us see the stories of some kids. Look at Priya. She is in the kitchen. Is there any risk of her getting hurt? She is touching the knife. A knife is a very sharp object and she may cut her finger. Kids should never play with sharp objects like knives or scissors. Oh no! Priya is trying to turn on the gas stove. Her mother came in at the right time. Why should kids never light the gas stove? Kids should never turn on the ignition of the gas stove. It is very dangerous. Cooking gas catches fire immediately. Look at Rahul. He is climbing on a stool to pick up his toy. His father came in and asked him to get off the stool immediately and never do it again. Why did Rahul's father ask him to climb down? Standing on a chair or table is not safe as we may lose our balance. We should use a step ladder and have an adult help us. Monica is trying to plug in the charger in the electric socket. Her mother immediately stops her. Why did Monica's mother not let her put the electric socket? We can get electric shocks if we touch the electric wires or sockets. Children should never use electric gadgets on their own. Neha's mother is mopping the room and Neha comes running in the room and slips. Luckily, she is not hurt badly. Her mother cautions her never to run on the wet floor. We should also never leave toys or other things lying on the floor of the house as someone may trip over them and get hurt. Look at John and Alex. They are running on the stairs. Their mother immediately stops them. A fall on staircase can be very dangerous. It can lead to bone fractures. In schools, while going up or down the stairs, we may often be in groups. So, being careful is even more important as we may not only hurt ourselves but others too. We should climb stairs slowly and never push anyone. While playing in the playground, we should again never push or kick any other child. When we go out on the road, taking care of our safety is again very important. We should never run or play on the roads. We should cross the road using zebra crossing. We should obey the traffic lights and cross the road only when it is green for pedestrians. We should carefully look at traffic from both sides of the road while crossing a road with no traffic signals. Following simple safety rules can make life much safer for us and others. In case someone is hurt, we should never panic and immediately call for help. Giving immediate care in the form of first aid to the injured or sick person can prevent a person's condition from getting worse. First aid should be given by those who have been taught how to do it. For small cuts or wounds, wash the wounded area with water and apply antiseptic cream. If there is a bleeding, tying a bandage is helpful to stop bleeding. For slight burns, keep the burnt area in cold water for some time and also apply ice. Serious injuries or burns have to be treated by a doctor.
Look at this picture. We can find some things that can cause accidents in this picture. Can you find which are they? Yes, first one we can see a boy is throwing banana peel on the road. If anyone is coming on that way, he or she can slip and this cause accident. Next, you can see the boy is looking out of the car window. If any vehicle pass nearby, he can hurt. Next, you can see the kids are playing football on the road. They also can meet with accident. Next one is the kids are running to get into the bus. They might fall by this way. You can see that our carelessness leads to accidents and these accidents cause serious injuries. So, we must be careful and follow the safety rules to avoid these accidents. Now, let's start our chapter 3, that is safety and first aid. Before starting, let us see some road safety rules. Safety on the road is very important because with the increase in the number of vehicles, our life and our property are at risk. So, the drivers as well as pedestrians should follow the safety rules on the road to prevent accidents. So, let us see some safety rules for pedestrians. Pedestrians means person who are walking on the road. Always cross the road at zebra crossing. At the places where there is no zebra crossing, look right, then look left and again right to cross the road. Pedestrians should walk on the footpath. If footpath is not there, walk on the right side of the road. Now, let us see some safety rules for vehicle drivers. While driving, always wear the seat belt. When on two-wheeler, the driver must wear a helmet. Talking on the mobile phones should be avoided while driving or walking on the road. Do not overtake from the left side. Follow the speed limit on the road. Give way to ambulance coming from behind. Here are some road signs that also we have to follow when we are on the road, like narrow bridge, zebra crossing, speed breaker, school ahead, no honking, no parking, no U-turn, no left turn, no right turn. These signs on the road help in reducing the risk of accidents. They give information about what lies next on the road. They also help to regulate the traffic. Now we will know the safety from fire. Fire is very useful to us, but it can also be very dangerous if it goes out of control. So, let us see the causes of fire. Fire can be caused because of carelessness while handling burning matchsticks, candles, and firecrackers. It can be caused due to electric faults and accidents while cooking and gas leaks in the kitchen. Fire hazards can be prevented by following some simple rules. Hazards means possible sources of danger. One must be very careful while handling fire. We must be very careful while burning firecrackers, using matchsticks, candles, etc. We must put off the matchsticks completely before throwing away. Firecrackers must be burned under the observation of adults. Candles should be kept away from curtains and furniture, and they must extinguished before going to bed. Fire can be caused due to electric faults, so electric appliances and wiring should be checked regularly for faults or breaks in the plastic covering of wires. Faulty electric appliances and damaged wires should be repaired or replaced immediately. And overloading of electric sockets should be avoided. Overloading means plugging in more electric devices into electric socket. You know what should we wear while cooking? Yes, we must wear cotton clothes. We should not wear synthetic clothes such as nylon as they catches fire easily. What should we do in case of gas leak? In case of gas leak, all doors and windows should be opened. We must not strike a matchstick or operate any electrical switches. Why should we not strike a matchstick or operate electric switches? Because electric switches generate sparks while being switched on or off and cause fire. If there is faulty gas pipes, we should replace it. So, by this way, we can prevent the fire. Taking this many preventive measures, if there is fire, then to put out the fire, we should follow these methods. In case of major fire, the nearest fire station should be informed. The number of fire station is 101. Firefighters normally put out fires with the help of water. Small fires can be put out using special instrument called fire extinguisher. So, to put out a small fire, immediately use a fire extinguisher. Remember the password while using the fire extinguisher. The pass method: P for pull the pin, A for aim the nozzle, S for squeeze the lever, and S for sweep the nozzle. Fire caused due to electric faults is never put out using water, because water is good conductor of electricity. It allows electricity to flow through it and a person can get an electric shock. This fire can be put out using sand or fire extinguisher. Fire from petrol is also put out using sand. Sand will cut off the supply of air and help in putting out the fire. Water cannot put out petrol or kerosene fire because petrol and kerosene are lighter than water and float on water and makes the fire spread more. In case of a person's clothes catch fire, he or she should be made to roll on the floor to control the flames. Do not allow person to move around because movement will supply more air to the fire and cause fire burn more strongly. So, he needs to stop, drop to the ground and roll. The person should be then covered with thick blanket. Water turnover also be used to control the flames. Let us see one animated video related to causes of fire, its precaution and how to put out the fire. Now we have understood causes of fire, its prevention and fire safety rules. So let us do in-text exercise. Here in this picture, Akbar's house is on fire. Our first question is, which of these could be the cause of fire? Is it electric fault, gas leak, carelessness while handling matchstick, or all of this? Causes of fire can be electric faults, gas leak, carelessness while handling matchstick, all are there. So the answer is all of this. Second is, which of these can you use to put out a fire? Fire alarm, fire extinguisher, fire brakes or fire lighter? The answer is fire extinguisher. As we discussed now, fire extinguisher is used to put out fire. Third is, Akbar's clothes have caught fire. How will you help him? Make him sit inside the house. Make him sit in a shady place. Make him roll on the floor with a blanket, or all of this. The answer is make him roll on the floor with a blanket. As we have seen that in case of person's clothes catch fire, we should follow stop, drop and roll. Fourth one is, which of these should be used to put out this fire if it was because of an electric fault? First one, sand. Second, water. Third, fire extinguisher. Fourth, both 1 and 3. The answer is both 1 and 3, means sand and fire extinguisher. This both can be used to extinguish fire caused by electric fault, but water should never be used. Now let us summarize what we have discussed till now. Causes of fire are carelessness while handling burning matchsticks, candles and firecrackers, electric faults, accidents while cooking and gas leak in kitchen, matchsticks, मोमबत्ती और फटाके जलाते वक्त अगर हम ध्यान नहीं रखते हैं तो आग लग सकती है। अगर हमारे इलेक्ट्रिक अप्लायंसेस या उसके वायरिंग में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो भी आग लग सकती है। खाना बनाते वक्त ध्यान नहीं रखने से या गैस लीक से भी आग लग सकती है। नाउ लेट अस सी हाउ कैन वी प्रिवेंट दिस फायर हैजर्ड्स। वी मस्ट बी वेरी केयरफुल वाइल हैंडलिंग फायर। जब हम फायर का कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं तब हमको बहुत ही ध्यान रखना चाहिए। इलेक्ट्रिक अप्लायंसेस एंड वायरिंग शुड बी चेक्ड रेगुलरली। हमारे घर में जो भी इलेक्ट्रिक अप्लायंसेस हैं उसका और वायरिंग का रेगुलरली चेक करवाना चाहिए। सिंथेटिक क्लोथ्स should be not worn while cooking or handling fire. जब भी हम खाना बना रहे हैं तब हमको नायलॉन जैसे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए नहीं, क्योंकि यह कपड़े जल्दी से आग पकड़ लेते हैं। In case of gas leak, all doors and windows should be opened and we should not operate any electric switches. अगर हमारे घर में गैस लीक हुआ है तो हमको सब खिड़कियां और दरवाजे खोल देने चाहिए और कोई भी इलेक्ट्रिक स्विच को चालू या बंद करना नहीं चाहिए और हमको माचिस भी नहीं जलानी चाहिए। Now we will see how we can put out the fire. In case of major fire, we have to call 101. Small fire can be put out using fire extinguisher. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा आग लगी है तो हमको फायर स्टेशन को 101 नंबर पे इन्फॉर्म करना चाहिए और छोटी सी फायर के लिए हम फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं। Fire caused due to electric faults is never put out using water. And fire caused due to petrol is also not put out using water. They should be put out using sand. अगर कोई इलेक्ट्रिक फॉल्ट या पेट्रोल से आग लगी है तो हमको पानी नहीं यूज़ करना चाहिए, हमको तब सैंड यूज़ करना चाहिए. In case of person's clothes catch fire, we should follow stop, drop and roll. We can cover a person with thick blanket and water can be also used. अगर किसी के कपड़ों में आग लग गई है तो हमको स्टॉप, ड्रॉप एंड रोल मतलब कि रुक जाना है, फिर नीचे ज़मीन पर लेटकर रोल करना है जिससे आग की लपटें बंद हो जाए. तो इस तरह हम आग से बच सकते हैं. वॉच दिस वीडियो एज वेल एज go through the chapter also. Now we will meet in the second part of the chapter, that is first aid. Till that you just revise this chapter and stay safe. Thank you.